Hello and welcome to Yoga with Jenny. My name is Jenny. Today we're going to do a fun Vinyasa flow. This one's going to be Chaturanga optional, so if you've got them in your practice, you can use them. If you want to take it a little easier today but still move, this is the perfect practice for you. We'll be focusing on hips and lower back and getting in some nice juicy twists. So all you'll need today is your mat. If you have any other props you like to use, feel free to grab them. Otherwise, we are going to start today coming into a child's pose. So let's start by coming onto our mat, sitting with our knees wide, big toes gently touching, and walking our hands forward. Maybe starting with those hands a little bit wider today. Feel the tailbone pulling back towards your heels. Feel the forehead grounding. As you inhale, feel the ribs expand. And as you exhale, feel them gently hug back in. Inhale, open up the back body, feeling it lift towards the sky. And exhale, feel the front body soften and melt towards the floor. Begin to take a few moments here, noticing whether or not you're feeling any tension anywhere. Maybe you're feeling like you've got a lot on the mind today. Let these next few breaths help clear up that space, clear it out of the body, allowing yourself to be fully present. Feeling the shoulders soften away from the ears. Feeling the hips a little more at home on your heels. And then if you'd like, offer your intention for our time here today. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Sealing that intention in. And then exhale, gently sigh out the mouth. Begin to walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat, stretching the left arm just a little further. Hug your tailbone towards your right heel. Inhale, lift the head, walk the hands over to the left side of your mat now. Shoulders level, tailbone reaches towards your left heel now. Inhale, come back up, press into the palms, lift up tabletop for a moment, and then walk your hands forward. Let's find Anahata Asana, coming into puppy dog pose. Forehead can come down. You're lifting the tailbone, reaching those fingertips forward, breathing into the low back and low belly. Feeling our ribs soften towards the mat. Inhale, press into the palms. Keep your right arm extended. Thread the left arm underneath, coming into thread the needle. Your right arm can stay forward, or you can bring it to rest on your lower back. Maybe you find that left hip crease. Option 2, curl the right toes under and extend that right leg back. Keep the outer right hip softening down. Maybe you lift that right foot off the floor. Use your exhale. Slowly lower the right knee down. Right hand comes down next to the face. Inhale, lift the left arm up, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, left hand comes down. Let's walk the left hand forward and then thread our right arm under, coming down onto that right shoulder. Your left hand can stay forward, or let's gently bring it to the lower back, maybe finding opposite hip crease. Keep the hips feeling neutral. If you'd like to take that option on the other side, left leg extends back, starting with the toes, pressing into the mat. Feel the outer edge of your left hip wrap down. And then, if you'd like, begin to float that left leg, press through the heel, keep the toes printed down. Slowly bring the knee back down. Send that left hand down to the mat. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, hands come down. Let's plant the palms, curl the toes under, press the heels back, find floating tabletop. So knees are gently lifted, heart pulls forward, heels press back, hip points hug towards your low ribs. Holding here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1. Lower the knees down, uncurl the toes. I want you to walk your left knee in and then cross your right thigh behind it. Sit the hips back towards the heels, almost like you're in a child's pose. And feel that compression through the legs. Now you can keep the arms forward, or maybe you can walk back and sit between those heels. We're here for 5 breaths. Let's walk those hands forward, come out of the crossing of the legs. Curl the toes under, floating tabletop once again. Feel the upper back firm. Ground down through the fingertips. Press, press, press through those heels. Holding here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and on 1. Lower the legs. Bring the right knee in. Cross the left thigh behind it. And sit back. You can stay here or walk the hands in and sit back between your heels. Again, that's just an option. You don't have to do that. We're holding for 5 breaths. Feel the length in your spine wherever you're at. And walk the hands forward. Let's begin to warm up our spine as we uncross those legs. I want your hands to be a little further forward, not quite for puppy dog pose. Almost like you're in a plank on your knees. We are going to inhale, sink the hips forward, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, chin draws in. And we draw back towards the heels, stretching the body. As soon as the forehead taps down, inhale, come forward again. Lift the chin last. Exhale, draw the chin in first, round the body as you press it back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chin in, draw it back. We'll go 4 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Walk the hands in slightly, curl the toes under. Let's make our way to downward facing dog. Begin to walk out your heels a little, pumping them towards the floor. And then take a few sways of the hips side to side. Giving yourself a nice stretch. And then as you press the right heel down, I want you to bend that left elbow. And then we'll switch. Left heel presses down, right elbow bends. So you feel that forearm, opposite forearm of the leg, getting close to the floor. Maybe you can touch down. And coming back through center, inhale nice and high to your toes. Exhale, look to the thumbs and gently step to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, gently fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Plant the palms. Step the left leg back. Inhale, rise, warrior one or crescent lunge. Your choice. Back heel can be lifted or ground down. Square off the hips, holding here for 3, 2, and on 1, hands come down. Let's step the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, come forward, high plank, float that right foot. If you'd like, hold here. Or lower the toes down, take your first Chaturanga, making your way to your Vinyasa. Otherwise, we'll send our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to the toes, exhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, lift, and then sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Find a little more lift through the fingertips, pull the shins back. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back. Inhale, root to rise, warrior one or crescent. Holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale, hands come down. Left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, come forward, high plank. Option to hold here and float that foot, or lower the toes and make your way through your Vinyasa. We'll all meet back in down dog. All right, to inhale to the toes, look to the thumbs. Exhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, right foot steps back. Inhale, rise, warrior one or crescent lunge. Square off the hips, holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale, lower down, send your left leg back. Holding here, 3-legged dog. Come forward, high plank, floating that left foot, holding here for 3, for 2, and on 1, make your way through your Vinyasa or back to down dog. Inhale to the toes, look to your thumbs, exhale to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. So feel those hip points lift up, feel the shins pull back and your heels get heavy. And then let your knees be about as wide as your ankles. So if there's a little gap between those ankles, give yourself a little gap between the knees. Holding here for 3, for 2, and on 1, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Inhale, rise, warrior one or crescent lunge. Sitting up nice and tall. Holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale, hands come down. Send your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Come forward. High plank, floating that right foot. Hips are nice and level. For 3, 2, and on 1, let the toes come down. And either take your vinyasa or make your way back to down dog. All right, hold here in your down dog when you get there. We're gonna walk those hands in about a handprint or 2, just depending on your mobility here. Our left palm is going to ground down, fingertips, and we're gonna feel that engagement all the way up the left arm to the shoulder girdle. So you're gonna feel like that arm is plugging into your back. Now the right hand is gonna reach over towards the right or the left leg. So you may find the calf, ankle, maybe you can reach for the heel. You might need to walk that left hand in a little closer. That's okay. So I encourage you to find what's accessible, hug those low ribs in, bend a little into that right elbow, and begin to look underneath the body. Looking up. Let your hips sway back through center instead of over to the left. And we're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release the right arm. Press that down into the mat. Begin to firm through the fingertips. Firm into the arm, firm into the shoulder and the shoulder girdle. Feel it plug into the body. Right hand grounds as that left hand now makes its way over to the right leg. Finding your spot. Send your hips slightly left. And look under that arm. Right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release that left arm. Inhale. Come up nice and high to your toes. Exhale, look to your thumbs. And we will step to the front of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Let's step our left foot back. Inhale, rise, everyone. This time, warrior 1. Feel that back heel ground down. Take your hands to your hips. Turn so that your belly button faces the top left corner of your mat. And really ground down a little more into that left heel. Now turn to face the front of your mat again, still keeping that same engagement in the left leg. Lift up through the arms. Exhale, twist to your right. Look over that right shoulder if you can. Feel the fingertips reaching in opposite directions and keep your right knee over your right ankle. Come back to center. Exhale. Hands come down. We step that right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Now this time, instead of floating into our high plank, I want you to exhale, draw that right knee into your nose. Round through the upper back, lift the top of that thigh. Inhale again, send the leg up and back. Exhale, draw the knee into your nose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, send the leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, and let the hip stack. Make some circles through that ankle, and then soften the right shoulder down. Feel that stretch across the top of your right hip and right thigh. Inhale, extend through the leg, let the toes come down. Inhale, come up nice and high to the toes. Look to the thumbs. Exhale to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. Let's all rise, warrior 1. Lifting through the arms. Take your hands to your hips, turn to face towards the top right corner of your mat. Press down a little more into the right heel, outer edge of the right foot. And then exhale, twist to face the front of your mat. Let the tailbone draw down, lift the arms. Take a big inhale through the nose, exhale into a twist, looking over that left shoulder. Reach through the fingertips, keep that left knee over your ankle. Inhale back to center. Exhale, the hands come down and we send the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw that knee to your nose, hug the thigh in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Two more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Inhale, send that leg up and back, and then bend that knee, stack and open up the hips. You can let that heel begin to find a little movement. Soften the left shoulder down so it's even with the right. Inhale, extend through that leg, and exhale, let the toes come back down. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, either lower the right knee down or roll to the outer edge of your right foot, Vashisthasana, side plank. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, look down, left hand comes down, come back to your plank. Whether that's on your knees or with the knees lifted, now we'll come to the left side. Either roll to the outer edge of your left foot or lower the left knee. Stack the hips, reach up through the right arm. Exhale, look down, lower the hand down, make your way back to high plank. Inhale, send the hips up and back, and then I want you to walk your feet out wide. We are walking our hands to meet our feet at the back of the mat. Feet wide, heels draw in, begin to slowly lower into Malasana. Hands can stay at heart, or they can rest down to the floor. Broaden through the collarbone. Feel your shoulders and your triceps press into those legs to open things up. Now we're going to work the hips a little bit more here. I want you to plant the hands down, maybe about a foot or so from where you are positioned. We're going to have a little bit of fun. So make sure the hands are about shoulders width apart, not too wide. We are going to either step our feet back into Malasana, okay? Or if you'd like to have a little bit of fun, ground down into those knuckles. Inhale, lift and hop. Soft little landing. Back into Malasana again. Letting that tailbone sink down, letting the hips open up. And one more time, bring those arms forward, hands or shoulders width apart, and either step or gently hop. From here, I want you to bring your hands down, step the left leg back, lizard lunge. Back knee can be lifted or you can bring it down. You can stay on your hands or come down towards the forearms. If you have that left knee lifted, you are pressing that heel back and keeping the top of that thigh from sinking towards the floor. For any of us with knee issues, roll to the outer edge of the right foot, taking away some of that pressure. If your back knee is lifted, on your exhale, gently bring it down. Walk the hands in. Heel toe the right foot between the hands and then lift your back knee. Inhale, lift through the right arm. Wrap the outer right hip in towards your midline. And then reach that right arm overhead, bicep right next to your ear. Feel the right ribs draw back, left ribs draw under. And press down into the right big toe. Keep pressing your left heel back, holding here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and on 1, look down, release the right arm down, step your right foot back, high plank, option to take your vinyasa. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, we're stepping that left foot now to the outside of the left hand. Back knee can be lifted or you can bring it down. You can be on your forearms or come down to your palms. Coming here for lizard lunge, option to roll to the outer edge of your left foot if your knee is feeling a little bit of resistance here. Remember to keep that right thigh lifted. Keep pulling the heart forward. And then on your exhale, back knee comes down, walk the hands in and heel toe that left foot now between the hands. Lift the back knee. Inhale, lift the left arm, hug that outer left hip in. Press through the right heel. And then send that left arm overhead, reaching through the fingertips, bicep next to your ear. Feel the right ribs begin to reach forward as the left ribs reach back. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently look down, release the hand down. Let's step that left leg back. High plank, option to take your vinyasa. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. All right, on our next inhale, we'll come up to the toes. Exhale to the front of our mats. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, gently fold forward. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands come to heart. Let's sit low, Utkatasana chair pose. Now with our hands at heart, let's prepare to take a twist to our right. So you're bringing that left elbow across, keeping that left hip from moving forward. Now you can hook that elbow or let it float, but keep your hands at heart center. Press that right hand down and feel the right shoulder lean back a little. Take a moment, ground down, shift the weight into your right foot, look down to your toes, and we step the left leg back. Stay in the twist. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, open the arms, rise, still keeping that twist. Exhale, let the right hand reach back, left arm reaches up. Inhale, back to long arms. Exhale, bring the right arm forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, let's send the arms back, lift off the back toes, warrior 3. Press through your left heel, hug your right hip crease back, keeping things even, hug the low ribs in. Now begin to tip forward, let the hands come down, standing split. Still keep that right hip reaching back. On your next exhale, let the left foot come down. Ground the whole foot down. Inhale, rise, finding warrior 1. Straighten through the front leg. Exhale, gently fold forward. Pyramid pose. Crease, draw back. Feel the back of your right knee soften a little. Now ground the left hand down, maybe about 5 or 6 inches away from your right foot. right hand to hip, or right hand up to the sky, revolved triangle. Reach through the crown of the head, feel the chest lean back, hug the inner thighs together. Exhale, gently look down, release the right hand down. From here, take your right hand and gently walk it to the inside of your right hand, your right foot. Left hand comes to hip, press down even more into that left heel, feel the right hip still pulling back. Now the left hand can rest on your hip or reach up, coming into Trikonasana. Reach through the crown of your head. Feel the inner thigh spin up. Reach, reach, reach through your fingertips. And then exhale, gently look down, lower the hands. Inhale, reach the heart forward, bend into your front leg. Exhale, we rise back up. Pause for a breath. Exhale, hands through heart. Step your left foot to meet the right. Tadasana, mountain pose. Close the eyes. Take a moment. Reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your intention. On your next inhale, let's lift up through the arms. Exhale, hands through heart. Sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Take your twist now to your left, bringing that right elbow across, hug the right hip back. Begin to look now back down at your feet. Feel the left foot begin to carry most of that weight. Right leg steps back. Stay low here. Inhale, open the arms and rise, keeping the twist. Let that back hand soften to your right thigh as you lift through the right arm. Inhale, back to long arms. Exhale, reach your left arm forward. Exhale, send the arms back. Inhale, lift off those back toes. Warrior 3. Left hip crease pulls back as the right heel reaches back. Reach through the fingertips, reach through the crown of your head. Begin to gently tip forward, let your hands come down, keep drawing your left hip back. Lift the right heel, standing split. Feel the center of your chest line up with your knee. Exhale, lower that back leg. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. Straighten through the front leg. And as you exhale, we fold forward, finding pyramid pose. Begin to settle into the hips. Soften the back of that left knee. Let's let that right hand ground about 5 or 6 inches away from the left foot. That left hand can come to our hip, or we can reach it up to the sky. Revolve triangle. Feel yourself reach through the crown of your head. Exhale, gently look down. Left hand comes down, hips stay square. Now, left hand can walk to the inside of that left foot, right hand to hip. Keep pressing down into your your right heel and keep pulling your left hip back. Reach up through the right fingertips. Feel the chest lean back. And then exhale, look down, hands come down. We bend into that front knee as we inhale. Exhale, gently rise. Bring your hands together at heart. Step your right leg to meet the left. Inhale, release the arms. Exhale, ground into Tadasana. Close your eyes here. On your next inhale, open the eyes, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Step the left leg back, and let's pivot those toes to face the long side of our mat. Heels are wide. Hands stay at your hips. As you exhale, gently fold forward. You can bring those hands under your shoulders or walk them even further underneath your body. Feel the sit bones lift and feel the front of your feet start to take a little bit more of that weight so it's not just in the heels. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Now I want you to bring your heels in and toes wide. Walk your hands up your thighs. And we are going to hold here in this version of goddess pose. We'll do a few little shoulder dips. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right shoulder comes down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, other side. So keep going. Try to keep that tailbone drawing down while you move from side to side. Do about 2 more on each side. Go nice and slow. And we'll come back through center. Press through those heels. Drag the fingers up the body. Lift up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's turn the right toes to face the front of our mat. Send the left heel back and bend into our right knee. Veerbhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, reverse. Keep your hips low here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side angle. Elbow to thigh. Take that left arm, bicep next to your ear. Find that length. Draw the left shoulder back. Right shoulder slightly forward. Feel the ribs follow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand to the back hip. From here, you have 2 options. You can come back into standing split, or if you'd like to work on half moon. Your right arm reaching out in front of you. It's going to land about a foot in front of your right big toe. Our left foot, as soon as it lifts off the mat, it's going to engage. So we're flexing through that left leg, keeping it nice and strong, and we are tipping forward. Option to release the left hand. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, softly land back, Warrior 2. Exhale, gently reverse your warrior. Inhale, straighten the front leg, come back through. Turn those right toes to face the same direction as the left and fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, walk your hands out to your ankles or wrap your fingers around your big toe and bend your elbows, pulling your chest a little closer to the floor. Inhale, release, one hand at a time. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to your hips. Let's come back up. Turn your left toes now to face the back of the mat. Gently draw the right toes in, bend into the left leg, Veerbhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Stretch through the fingertips, let the tailbone draw down. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior, keep the hips heavy. Inhale back to center, exhale, elbow to your thigh, and reach that right arm over, side angle. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand to the back hip. Option to find your standing split, windmilling both hands down or half moon. Left hand is going to ground about a foot in front of your left toes. Right leg is engaged as you lift it up. Feel free to release that right arm. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly bend that front leg. Come back. Reverse your warrior. And then straighten through the front leg. Inhale, come back. Hands to hips. Let's pivot the toes to face the same direction. Step your left foot to join your right and turn to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift through the arms. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's step the left leg back and then send the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, draw that right knee in. Hold it there for 5. Hug the heel in for 4. Round the upper back for 3. For 2. And on 1, lower the right knee down. Pigeon pose. If pigeon pose does not feel comfortable for you today, come onto your back into figure 4 with your right ankle on the left thigh. You can stay with your hands up, or you can walk them forward or stack the palms. As we lower down, square into the hips, press down into the top of your left foot. On your next inhale, lift the head, walk the hands in. Let's send that right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Stretch that right heel up nice and high as you ground the left heel down. If you're on your back, switch to the other side for figure 4. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, draw that knee in. We're going to hold for 5. For 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1, let that knee come down behind your left wrist. Scoot the right leg back, press down into the top of the foot, and fold forward, squaring into your hips. Inhale, lift the head, walk those hands in. When you're ready, curl your back toes under, We send that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Press that right heel down. Exhale, lower the left foot down, and let's all find a seat. We'll start with a forward fold here, sending the legs out in front. Curl the toes back. When you're ready, you can either wrap your arms around your thighs or reach your hands for your feet. Press those heels forward and draw the toes back or keep the knees bent. Feel your belly rest on your thighs. Feel your heart pull forward. Feel the lower back opening up. Gently walk the hands back in, and let's take a reverse plank or reverse tabletop here. Fingertips are pointing towards your hips. You're pressing down into those palms and either doing reverse plank, pressing those toes forward, lifting the chest, lifting the hips, or reverse tabletop. Same thing, just walking those feet in. We're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chin draws in, then we lower everything else down. Let's send the right leg forward. Left foot comes to the inner thigh. Inhale, lift the arms square off to your right leg, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back up. And let's switch it out. Inhale, lift, square off to that left leg now. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, release the legs and arms. Let's come onto our backs, preparing for a twist. Let's start by bringing our right knee into our chest and sending our left leg long. Let the left heel press forward. Find that little stretch there. Curl the toes back. Inhale, open up that left leg. And then exhale. Draw it across the body. You can ground the right shoulder down as you twist. That right foot can rest on the left leg, can rest on the floor. Breathe into the lower back and feel all the muscles begin to soften. Inhale, come back through center. Give that right leg a nice little hug. And then let's switch it out. Right leg long, press through the right heel and hug the left knee in. Inhale, open up that left leg. And then when you're ready, exhale, draw it across the body and settle into that twist, grounding the left shoulder down. Looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Bring your knee back through center and give yourself one more hug. Bring both knees into your chest. Find happy baby. Holding backs of thighs, calves, ankles, or outer edges of the feet. And then give yourself a nice big hug, bringing your knees in, wrapping your arms around the legs. Feel your lower back soften. And then take a nice big inhale through the nose. Squeeze yourself a little tighter. And exhale, let it all go, coming onto the mat for your Savasana. Relaxing the jaw, softening the shoulders, sinking into the hips, feeling at home in your body as you settle in, enjoying your Savasana. You're welcome to stay in your Savasana for as long as you'd like. However, if you need to continue on with your day, when you're ready, gently rise, coming to a seat. Keep the eyes closed. Let yourself sit for a moment and just observe your body. Whenever you're ready, bring your hands together at heart, taking a moment to thank yourself for setting aside this time today. As always, it is a pleasure and a privilege to guide you. So, from my heart to yours, namaste.